What's up, guys? One Koala Man here, bringing you episode number 1 of our Attack on Titan reviews, and I am pumped for this. And also, I'm gonna say this before every episode, like before we actually begin the episode, and that is that this does, have mature content and all that. So, I mean, viewer discretion is advised, all that good stuff. So yeah, let's get into this mother right now. Alright, so to begin off this episode, we start off in the town of Shiganshina or Shingashina. One of the two. I know it's, it sounds about the same, but it's hard kind of figuring out where the N goes in the middle of the in the town's name. And it's kind of like a glimpse into the future of what's to come. And what's to come is the giant colossal titan, which it is called. But anyways, the colossal titan is towering above these walls of the town of Shingashina, or the Shingashina district. And this thing is ridiculous, and the walls are about 50 meters tall. And I don't know the, meters to feet to yards or whatever. So I'm assuming that's pretty freaking tall. And this thing is just towering above everything. And the village is just looking at it in awe and saying, like, what in the world is about to happen. So after we get a glimpse of what's going to happen in the future, we get kicked into the forest, and it's about, nighttime, and it's raining, and there's like these people in cloaks, and they're on their horses riding, and they fight some titans. And one of the guys, I believe, is the same voice actor as Loxus from Fairy Tail. So that guy is already high up on my list, because Loxus's voice, oh my goodness. But that's for the Fairy Tail reviews, not for the Attack on Titan reviews. And they use these legit things. They're called the omnidirection mobility gear. Try saying that one 5 times fast. That's a tongue twister right there. And what it does is, like, it uses like these cables and it hooks onto things, and then they got their swords and they're flying around like Spider-Man, and it is so sick. I never use that term, and there's no other way to explain it. Those things are sick. So after we see how the other half lives, like most likely outside of the giant walls, we go back into the town of Shingashina, or Shiganshina. I still don't know how to pronounce it. But it turns out that glimpse from the beginning of the episode was actually Eren dreaming. And he said his dream was so long and it felt so real. And him and this girl Mikasa, who happens to be his sister or his friend, I don't know who she is to him quite yet. But, she says, it's just a dream, Eren, let's go back to back inside the town or whatever. And so they're walking inside the town, and they're stopped by Hannes, Mr. Hannes, I guess, and he's like a security guard for the gate in case any of the Titans come. But he was pointing out that the worst that they've done is scratching the walls or whatever, and he's drunk off his mind. Like, legit, he's drunk off his mind. So Eren gets super heated about that, and he starts ripping Hannes a new one. And oh man, I feel bad for Eren, because he's not like any other hero of animes like Naruto, Natsu, Goku are kind of the same. Essentially kind of dumb. Eat a lot. Eren is actually very serious, and I like that about Eren. I like that about him, honestly. I like that he's not as playful. He's more of a serious kind of guy, He's a serious hero, and so I'm waiting to see what he brings out to the table. So after the big giant debacle with the drunk Mr. Hannes and Eren, Eren and Mikasa go into the city, and they hear the bells ringing, and I thought it was like an emergency. I thought what Eren was dreaming was actually going to start happening right now, but Eren got super excited, so I'm guessing, okay, maybe it's something good, because he's getting super excited about it. And turns out that the people that we saw in the beginning, like, flying like Spider-Man through all the trees, killing Titans, he was super excited to see them, and they're called scouts, apparently. And so they're coming in with their horses and whatnot, and he sees some of them, and they're looking pretty down. And Excuse me. And a lot of them have injuries, and a lot more of them aren't even there because they got eaten by the Titans. And talk about a switch of momentum on this one. And it's such a sad, sad scene, honestly. And this one lady, she says, like, she's calling out her son's name, Moses, and she goes up to the captain, who is the voice actor of Loxus. I'm guessing, I don't know. I'm gonna have to research that later. And she says, "Tell me my son's sacrifice meant something." And I thought he was going to at least say that to comfort her, but he just goes blatantly and says that he is the reason why they're all dead, why a lot of the scouts are actually dead. Because of him, he sent them out to their deaths. And what he gave her was, oh my gosh, that was actually really messed up. But I mean, I guess, I don't know how I feel about it, but he gave her something bloody inside of like a rag and gave it to her, and turns out that what was inside the rag was his arm, and that was all that was left of him. And she just started bawling out, and then they had to go on their way, and Eren actually hears some guy talking smack about them, and so he gets super, super mad about that. And oh man, I really feel bad for Eren now, but I feel worse for that lady, honestly, losing her son to those Titans. And and he gets mad at the guy, and Mikasa pulls Eren away and says, "No, we gotta go to your house, okay? You're not getting in fights with other people, so let's just go to your house." And she just puts him in check, pretty much. So everybody's at Eren's house. Eren, Mikasa, and both of Eren's parents, and they're enjoying dinner or whatever, supper, lunch. I don't know what time it is in the day. And Mikasa rats Eren out big time, saying that he wants to join the scouts, and his mom just flips out, saying, "No, you're not gonna join the scouts. I'm not gonna have you sacrifice yourself for whatever, for pride or money or whatever it is they join for." And he gets super, super mad, and his father actually tells his mother, he says, like, words aren't just gonna, affect the boy's curiosity. You gotta, do something more than just say, "Don't do it," because he's obviously gonna do it because, he's a kid. And so his dad actually says, "Okay, I'm gonna be gone for a week, and if you're good for the rest of the week, I'll show you what I've been doing in the cellar." And so I don't know what he's talking about in the cellar, but Eren gets super excited, and he gets his dad leaves for the week or whatever, and his mom still says, like, "Hey, you're not joining the scouts. I won't let you. I forbid you to go to the scouts." And he just gets super angry, and he just runs away because he wants to collect his thoughts, I guess. And the mother tells Mikasa, "Hey Mikasa, go back up Eren from himself. I want you to protect him." So Mikasa's like his kind of guardian angel or something. So Eren's running, and we get introduced to... I really don't like this next guy that we're introduced to, honestly. I really hate him. We all have that one character in a movie, TV show, anime that we just despise. And in this case, who I despise the most, in my opinion, is Armin. Oh my gosh, I hate Armin so much. But anyways, let's just talk about Armin for whatever. And Armin's getting bullied by these kids. He's acting brave or whatever, saying how dumb they are. And he says, "You can pummel me all you want, but I've already won." Stuff like that. And I'm not just hating on him because he's bullying. I mean, he's bullied by somebody. I mean, don't get that idea. I've been bullied plenty times myself. But I just don't like him, honestly. Like, later on in the anime, you'll probably see why I don't like him. But in this episode is probably the only time I don't mind him, because he was brave towards the bullies. And then Eren comes to the rescue, and then, like, he's like, "Hey, stop bullying Armin," or whatever. And then, like, they don't get scared, and then they see Mikasa right behind Eren, and then they're like, "Oh man, she's here? And so they bolt out of here, and Eren thinks that he scared him off, so he's, you know, like super pumped up about that. But either way, they regroup with each other, and in this case, they're going to be the squad. I'm calling them the squad. And so the squad goes to near like a river area inside of the city of Shiganshina, and they're talking, and they like feel this giant tremor like shake the ground, like a lightning bolt hits the ground, and it's just ridiculous. So after this giant tremor hits the, you know, outside of the walls, Eren's dream actually comes true, and they see this giant hand like holding on to the edge of the wall, and then what comes up is the giant colossal titan, and this thing is ridiculously huge, like I said in the beginning of the episode. And this mother like drives his foot back and kicks a hole into the wall like it was nothing, and everybody starts running in fear, and it is just complete chaos what happens next. Like all the titans start coming in through that hole in the wall, and Eren's first thought was like, he's got to go to his house. Like, I've got to go home. My mom's okay. I'm gonna see the house. I'm gonna turn the corner and the house is gonna be fine. And so he's running throughout the city. Mikasa's going with him. I don't know where Armin went. He's probably hiding in the corner or whatever he does. And they're running down, and they see their house, and it is just complete rubble. And so they go to the house, and Eren's mom is actually under all that rubble, and she's still alive. So again, talk about a change in momentum on here. His mom is under this rubble, and he's trying so hard. He's really pulling at your heartstrings at this point, honestly. And he's trying as hard as he can. Mikasa's helping, and they're trying to save his mom. And she was saying, "No, just go. My legs are broken. I can't do anything right now." And then Mr. Hannes comes, and he's not drunk anymore. So, I mean, I guess that's good. And he says he's sworn to kill titans and to save lives. So he's got one of those mechanisms, the omnidirection mobility gear. And so he starts running towards one of the titans, and once he sees it, he just sees the face of Mercy, honestly. And this thing is just grinning at him, and honestly, I'd be so freaked out if this thing was grinning at me like that. And he just flips out, and he goes back to Eren and Mikasa. He takes Eren and Mikasa, and Eren is just crying and saying, "What are you doing? Get off me, I need to save my mom." And the titan goes above the rubble, you know, digs out his mom, breaks her in half or whatever, and then eats her. And that's the end of the episode. So I hate to really end off on a sour note on this one. So I don't know. We'll see what happens next episode, I guess. Alright guys, you already know I don't even like to end off an episode, especially a sad episode like this, without a question of the day. And honestly, it was pretty tough thinking of a question to go about this episode. So, I mean, I guess the safe question is, who is your favorite character up to this point? Is it Eren, Mikasa, Mr. Hannes, the Colossal Titan even, Eren's dad, Eren's mom, the guy that was talking smack to Eren, the Moses, who else? Armin. I don't know. Some of the rocks. I don't know why I put Armin in front of the rocks, but anyway, my favorite character up to this point is honestly probably Eren. And usually I don't really like the heroes because, you know, they're kind of cliche. Like Natsu, Naruto, and Goku are kind of cliche. Like, they're of course the heroes, and they're kind of, you know, kind of ditzy and all that good stuff. But it's not that I don't like them. It's just I prefer other, like, side characters. I love side characters, but in this case I do really like Eren. I like Aaron a lot, and because he's so serious and he really means what he says, and he's just so passionate about, you know, joining the Scouts. About, well, even after his mom's death, I guarantee he's gonna be super passionate about that. And you know, I mean, he's just a good, balanced character, you know. But put your favorite character down in the description, in the comments below. Unless it's Armin, then that comment is getting deleted. I'm just kidding. No, everybody's entitled to their opinion. People might love Armin for all I know. But anyways, leave a like if you liked this episode today, because I know I did, and I am super humped. I was gonna say hyped and pumped at the same time. I'm super pumped and hyped about this new series coming to the channel. And hit that like button if you are too. Hit that subscribe button if you want more fairy tale content, more Attack on Titan content, and hopefully some Pokemon Fire Red randomized Nuzlocke Let's Play. I just need to get a new computer, guys. Trust me when I say this. Once I get a new computer, Pokemon is coming back. And also, share it to your mama, share it to your mama's friend, share it to your mama's pet, share it to your pet, share it to everybody you know. And as always, guys, keep it cool.